We are learning more about the deadly shooting that took place at the Bite of Seattle on Sunday. Taylor Winkle joining us live this morning. And Taylor, what can you tell us about some of the new information that you're seeing released?
Yeah, so we want to walk you through the nuts and bolts on this thing because in the last 24 hours, there's been 2 press conferences, a court hearing, and some of the initial information that we got from the city has changed. So police in Seattle now identifying a 19-year-old man who was killed here at the festival as one of the people responsible in the shooting. His name, according to officials, is Junior Simo. When it comes to the victims, another person, we're told, took themselves to the hospital yesterday with injuries related to the shooting. So this morning, 3 people have died. 1 of them is accused in the shooting by police. 5 people have gone to the hospital with injuries. The total victim count from city officials is 8. Everybody who went to the hospital with those injuries has been discharged, with the exception of 1 woman who died there. On social media, we have seen more people talking about injuries from getting trampled and ran into by others who were trying to escape that gunfire. So this number this morning reflects people who have actually gone to the hospital and reported that as an injury associated with the Bite of Seattle. We know a 15-year-old accused in the shooting is in custody, and again, the 19-year-old Junior Simo, who's also accused, is dead. Now, yesterday, police were actively working to identify a suspect or person of interest who they believe took off from the scene, who could be a possible 3rd shooter, and that is still the case this morning. They say that person, again, they're asking for tips with that person who they believe ran off. In a press conference yesterday evening, here's what Nicole Powell, the Assistant Chief of Investigation with Seattle Police, who's heading up this investigation, had to say about the situation.
At this point, we believe this could be gang-related. There were 2 groups firing in the area near the armory during the Bite of Seattle. We believe 2 of the individuals were associates with each other. This is the 19-year-old who passed away and the 15-year-old who was arrested last night.
So Seattle police looking into if it is gang related. We are hoping to learn more information about that today. We know that 15-year-old was ordered to be held in secure detention. He is at the Clark Children and Family Justice Center in Seattle. And this is not the same as a charging decision, which could come for him on Wednesday. According to prosecutors, he is scheduled for court on Thursday. And we are expecting another update from Seattle city officials at noon today. They have a press conference. We are going to be live and let you know what happens there. In the meantime, in the last 24 hours, we have also learned much more about the victims in Sunday night shooting. And for that, we go to Sean Chitness.
Yeah, let's go over to Sean Chitness now because he's got to look at that vigil held last night.
Feel the yeah, that's right, John. What I was saying is Taylor and I are not too far from each other here at Seattle Center, and the impact of the shooting, I think, still really looms all over this place. We want to show you from our vantage point here the Space Needle, where the American flag is still at half staff, and I think that just speaks to the mood that is here the morning after that vigil, where then more than 100 people were gathered to remember those who were killed and injured in this mass shooting. Among those here last night were family members for 56-year-old Ashley Whitehead, one of the victims who died in the shooting. People honored her life, as well as 44-year-old Carlos Villalba. We had the chance to hear from 2 of Ashley's cousins. They told us Ashley went to the Bite of Seattle with her daughter and her daughter's fiance. Her cousins feel like Ashley was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and they went on to say this has been devastating for their family, and their hearts go out to the loved ones of the other victims.
She had a great sense of humor, very colorful person. I would consider her an artist, a creative type, and
a free spirit.
A free spirit.
Free spirit.
Definitely, she loved the freedom that the state offered her.
This is not the way to do it. To take people's lives, this is not the way. This is a terrible travesty for a lot of people. And the people that passed away, the people that were involved, and then the trauma for the families, and then having this event and people being that scared. It's terrible. Like, it shouldn't have happened at all.
Now, the organizer of the vigil was Aaron Murphy Payne, who lost his son to gun violence at Garfield High School. He said this shooting at the Bite of Seattle was like a gut punch. We do want to share more about what we've learned on each of these victims as of this morning. In addition to Ashley Whitehead and Carlos Villalba, a 19-year-old also died on Sunday, and as you heard, police are now saying he was one of the shooters. A 2-year-old boy was injured but has been released from the hospital, along with a 39-year-old woman and a 23-year-old man. There was another man, a 27-year-old, who went to a different hospital. He has also been released. And then the final victim that we know about is a 40-year-old woman who was treated on scene and chose not to go to the hospital. Both the mayor and other city leaders, including the chief of police, were at the event, and some of them did choose to also speak at that vigil. Live at Seattle, Sean Chitness, Fox 13 News.
Thank you for that, Sean. And yesterday, immediately after the press conference about the shooting, Police Chief Sean Barnes got into a confrontation with a reporter from the South Seattle Emerald media outlet. It came after reporter Connor Nash pressed the chief on his whereabouts, indicating that Barnes is out of town a lot.
I have been here working as hard as I can for this city from the day I got here. Do you got that?
There are reports
you listen to me.
but there are reports that you are not in town often.
Their reports are wrong. Do you understand?
Let's go, man. Let's go.
You understand?
So when
I work.
Let's go. Thank you.
Chief Barnes was out of state at a conference when the shooting happened. He flew back in time for the press conference yesterday morning.
Come on, about our next half hour, our coverage of the deadly shooting continues. We're going to have more about the ongoing investigation, plus the security concerns many have right now.